I know a lot of people talk about taking game, and it's not that easy to take game because you got to sit there all day sometimes waiting for something to go by. But one of the simplest things you can do is you can take one of these traps like this, and they work very well. One of the animals that probably go in here very easily because it's really stupid is a possum, and a possum could make for a good meal. Actually, some of those suckers are pretty big. Now this trap actually folds up, which I don't, it comes apart pretty easily with these, there's plastic on here. You can pull these out, I think, or maybe that's just that on the end. It comes apart pretty easily though, and it does fold up, but I don't like take it apart all the time or anything. I just leave it in the, assembled position. But I also leave it in a closed position because I don't want to trap some animal inadvertently. But it is a strong little puppy, man. I think it comes apart back here, right here. Right here is where it comes apart, I believe. This, and it's like it all folds down. This folds down. There's a clip up here. But this is where it says it's from. Hovo Heart, I believe it is. Is that what that says? Or have a heart? It looks like HAVO HORT. I don't know if that's correct. Model. There's different models now. There's different sizes you can get in this. But the way this works is you pull this handle, right? So it's real easy to carry around. You got this handle, and when you pull this handle back, the front opens up, and you see when you pull the handle back, it makes that thing right here. When the animal steps on here, it goes down. So you put a little food on here, right? And you just see if it hits there, it's trapped. So that makes, like, say for instance you needed some kind of food, you needed food, and you needed to hunt. This could be for like a rabbit or whatever, possum. Some people are against hunting, but hey, it's very. And then you got a trap. You can whack the animal, shoot the animal right in the head or something, and get rid. This way you can humanely, just knock the life out of it. And I don't like hunting sometimes. You might be shooting an animal and you don't hit it square, and the thing runs off and dies someplace later. This way, you got it. And the other thing is, it's like you really don't have to do much. You don't have to be sitting out there all freaking day waiting for, looking for some kind of animal, and then expending ammo and all this kind of crap. So a lot of people, they don't think of using these traps. And these traps, I don't know what the hell they run, man. I forgot, because I got this a long ass time ago. And they're not much money, and there's different sizes. This might be like a medium size. They got one that's a little bit bigger than this. Then they got one that's a little bit smaller too. This is this one will work for a lot of small game now. But you can see, once they're in there, and this thing's closed down, it doesn't open. And you'll hear it. You'll hear it going, Then open it again. Say something you caught that you didn't want to catch, you can just let them out, right? Real easy. So, but it's good for problems with rats or something. And I think the ones for rats are a little smaller than this, but still, a rat would. A mouse wouldn't trip this. Pretty good sized rat would, but it doesn't take much to knock that down. Not a lot. But I just want to put here, it says patent pending. Okay, it's have a heart. That's what it says. It says have a heart, and it's got a picture of a heart. That's what this brand is. And I think I got this from Lowe's or Home Depot or some crap. But a lot of people don't realize, because you see these survival videos out there, how to take game and how to set up a trap and what kind of gun you're going to use. Well, that's the simplest thing to do right here, man. You put this near. Now it'd be nice if you had a really big one. You could put a deer in it. Just walks in there, drop club. You know, you probably can make that would be an idea, man. Get some chain link fence and have the sucker about 5-6 feet high. It would work one time because the deer are smart, man. They know. But I don't like small game, man. It's better off just going for the big stuff, and you got about 80 pounds of meat or something, you know, one shot. But yeah, this is what you really want to do, man. And like, say you got this and you don't use it, you can. It can be stowed, all folded up. Here, this is a clip right here too. I forgot how I put this together. I don't take it apart because it is kind of a pain in the ass to put together. This isn't like some of the other things. There's a clip here. There's a clip there. And I guess this could be an animal transporter too, because you shove your, you put your, maybe you gotta take your cat to the vet. You could probably take him in this thing too, I guess. I don't use this for taking my cat to the vet. I put him in a nice plastic cage with a, rug on it and stuff. And that's the reason I keep this closed like this, because I wouldn't want a cat to go in here and get stuck in something, So if you have this trap, do not leave it open, because it could be a problem where, it could be a dog or something or whatever. A little chihuahua can go in here or something. But as far as, the utility of this thing, it's like you can use it over hundreds of times. And as long as you have some type of food that whatever you're trying to catch is in here, it'll go in there and do that, and you got them, right? So, and it's like the hunting without freaking making a special trap. I guess the only thing that can happen with this, if you leave it out in the weather, even though it's galvanized, it can rust. This isn't out in the weather, so you might want to hit it with some Rust-Oleum rust converter primer, and then also with some kind of paint, probably like a flat earth, dark earth color or something like that. But once you paint it, that makes it more susceptible to the animal to not go in it, because it's got a funny smell. So a lot of times you want to have it like this, where it's weathered a little bit, but if it starts getting rusty, I would hit it with the rust converted primer, But you don't want to, when you first put this out, you probably want to throw dirt on it and stuff to put the, to take that new smell off of it, because an animal might look at this and say, I don't want to be around this shit, right? But if there's food in there, they'll go in there, man. They'll go in there. And it doesn't take much to knock this down. It's very little bit. Closes quick. It always works. So it's a good idea, and I don't think a lot of people have been putting them out there, because to me, you could say, I can go shoot with my 22 or my 12 gauge. Well, this is a hell of a lot easier to do this shit. It's way more easy, especially if you have a few of these. And like I said, you can use them hundreds of times. Can't necessarily do that with a gun, and you're wasting a lot of time trying to, find an animal to harvest the animal. It's a lot easier to do this because it's on autopilot, right? There you go. Yeah, this is the stuff I said to paint it with if it starts getting rusty. This rust reformer, just like scrub it down, hit it with this stuff, then give it a coat of just some kind of enamel. I'd prefer Rust-Oleum Professional, quote unquote enamel, like in a flat brown or flat green, and then after it dries, throw dirt on it to kind of get rid of that paint smell, because the animal might avoid it. But that's the main problem of those cages. They might rust. They will rust after a while if you leave them out long enough. That one's many years old, but it's not been out in the weather. But if you're trapping animals, you're going to be out in the weather with it, right?